What is up, guys? Welcome back. So today I want to talk about frustration and anger when it comes to anxiety and the anxiety recovery process, and how I was able to harness that and use it to help me get some of the breakthroughs that I had along my journey. This isn't something I think is talked about a lot. I think when we think about anger and frustration, we just think of the negative aspects of it. And sure, it can impact us in a negative way, especially if we're taking out our frustration and anger on other people. You know, we go through a lot with anxiety, the panic, the symptoms, the job struggles, the driving struggles. It's hard to sleep, and we feel alone. We feel judged at times. So it's very easy to lash out on other people and become very irritable because of our anxiety. Sometimes we're not happy with ourselves because we're not holding ourselves accountable, or we're not doing the things that we need to do. And instead of just using that to hold ourselves more accountable and to, I guess, be upset at the right reason or the right person, which is ourselves, we project that on other people. Or we use it to give up, or we just want to take our mind off of it and get back into our comfort zone. Or I'm just going to sit on the couch and play video games all day, or I'm going to stay in bed all day because of it. But if you're able to harness it, you can use it. You know, I have a module in my course that talks about this a little bit. So this is something that I've been knowing for years. I just don't make tons of videos about it or content about it. But there was a common theme in each of the breakthroughs that I had, whether it be challenging symptoms, getting back to driving, exercising, whenever I was getting out of my heart anxiety cycle, and I guess ultimately letting go of control and building a routine. Throughout each of these breakthroughs, there was a common theme of me getting fed up, getting frustrated, getting angry, you know, whether it be at the anxiety bully that's telling me what to do, when to do it, when to drive, when not to drive, what to eat, what not to eat, when to sleep, when not to sleep, all this stuff. It's just pushing me around all day and intimidating me, you know, and it fueling off of my fear. And you get to the point to where, man, I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this. And I thought that I was at that point many times, but I guess I wasn't sick and tired enough. I hadn't suffered enough. But when I would get to these breakthroughs, I was able to harness the frustration and anger that had been building. And I used it to do the things that I knew I needed to do and the things that I'd been putting off. So if you can harness the frustration and the anger that you have towards this anxiety bully, or just maybe yourself, right? Some of you are upset with yourself. You're angry with yourself because you're not following through with the things that you need to be doing. And I get that. I understand that too. Use it to hold yourself more accountable and to be consistent and to stick with the things that you know you need to do. You know what your subconscious wants from you? It's not necessarily to have zero fear. That'll happen with time. You know what it really is craving to get better? Bravery and courage. Bravery and courage, a willingness to show up, a willingness to go through the exposure, the willingness to take risks. Like, I felt like I was taking a risk whenever I was getting back in the car and driving longer distances. Felt like I was taking a risk when I had anxiety and I went out and ran to prove it to myself. I felt like I was taking a risk whenever I shouted out against my anxiety whenever I was in the car on the way to some on-the-job training, whenever I learned the power of challenging symptoms. You know, I felt like I was taking a risk, but I was also being brave and courageous. And my subconscious picked up on that, and it was huge. So if you're frustrated and angry, as long as you're not taking out on other people, you can harness it and use it for some good. Okay? Just don't project it on other people. And don't use it. I'm trying to figure out the best way to word this. Don't just let yourself just be angry all day, but you're not doing the things that you need to do. If you're upset and you're angry, harness it and use it against what you need to use it against, the anxiety bully, to spark bravery and courage. The first time that this happened for me, I was caught in traffic. I couldn't pull over like I would usually do, and I was trying to get to some training on time. And I was running behind, and then my chest tightened up, and I felt like, oh, here we go again. I'm going to have a freaking heart attack. And it was just, you know, it was tightening up. My heart rate was skyrocketing, full-blown panic attack. And, you know, since I couldn't do any of the things that I would usually do, pull over. I didn't have any water. I couldn't stop at a convenience store. I was just stuck. It was like I was a wild animal. If you corner a wild animal, it's going to lash out at you. It's ready to fight. And that's how I felt in the car that day. I couldn't run. I couldn't do something to try to take my mind off of it or anything like that. I might have tried to, I think, if I can remember correctly, I think I tried to call my mom, but she didn't answer or something, because I would always try to phone her up or, try to get my mind off of it. But I felt cornered. And you know what I did? I freaking yelled out at my anxiety. I was like, do it. Just take me out already. Kill me. I dare you. Do it right now. I'm right here for you. I'm right here. I mean, just shouting it out, man. And, and we're all backed up in traffic. And if anybody was like looking at me in the lane next to me, they're like, man, he's got some serious road rage issues going on. He really doesn't like being stuck in traffic. No, I'm shouting it out with my freaking anxiety, and that's when I realized, anxiety is going to do the opposite of what we want it to do. All the time before, if I'm driving or if I'm just like, please, no, not right now. No. When did it ever have mercy on me? Never. When does it ever have mercy on you? Never. The more that you beg for it to go away and plead with it to go away, and the more that you're sorry, and the more that you feel sorry for yourself, and the more it's like it loves it. Just like a bully loves it. A bully loves to come up and push you around, and then you don't show the bravery and courage. It loves it, man. It thrives off that crap, man. So whenever I yelled and I shouted back, I confused the anxiety bully. Wait a second. Kill you, take you out. I ain't trying to do that. I'm just trying to push you around and intimidate you. I'm just trying to scare you, And this is just a way of visualizing. I understand and get probably more than most that anxiety is our subconscious crying out for help. I'm just trying to get you to look at it in a different way. And maybe this visual of an anxiety bullying you will help you stand up for yourself. I like to view it as anxiety is bullying my subconscious. My subconscious is crying out for help. That 4-year-old little version of me is like, do something. He's picking on me. He's picking on me. Now I'm going to stand up to the bully. Do it. Take me out. Do something. Give me that heart attack. Whatever it is. Take me out. Make me faint. I dare you. Oh, you can't? Right. You're just anxiety. There's no threat. I'm healthy. I'm not about to have a heart attack. Anyways, I shouted out all these things, like intensely. I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. And whenever I was done, I felt so empowered, man. I felt so good. I had chills, felt euphoria for the first time in a long time. Felt like somebody just poured some warm water over me. I felt great. It felt amazing. And I was fine the rest of the way. The panic attack went. I mean, sure, my vitals were still elevated. I just yelled and all that. But the fear component, for whatever reason, it connected with my subconscious, me standing up for it, and I confused my anxiety. Again, you want the anxiety to come on, bring it on. I'm here, I can take it, right? You'll see your anxiety level starting to go down because you're showing bravery and courage. Whenever I went out and ran, whenever I was having a panic attack, felt like I was taking a risk, but I was frustrated then. Like, man, I'm about to go to the ER again? No, I gotta know. And if I'm going to have a heart attack, I'm going to have a freaking heart attack. I've been dealing with this crap for 2 years. Let's go. So I went out and ran. And then that's whenever I discovered the power of exercise. And I started to use that. And then that really turned the corner. I mean, challenging the symptoms helped me. Don't get me wrong. I started to use that. But there still was a component, like really risking it for me was running and actually putting my heart to the test. I needed that. So finally I had that to go along with it. And then there were times where I had to let go in a cycle. I just got to let go of control of this. There were times where, I had to go do something, or I had to go on a trip, or I had to do this, or I had to show up for something. And I would be, upset that I was feeling the way that I was feeling. And it would just fuel me to challenge, let those symptoms be there. Let's go. It turned into like a challenge, You get like this crazy look in your eye, Like, let's go. I'm tired of being pushed around and being limited. So if you can use it to hold your, and also I'm just talking about the breakthroughs, man. Use it to make yourself accountable to routine, and getting started on this or applying this. It could be your exercise routine. It could be changing that diet up. It could be letting go of this, whatever it is. It could be starting up journaling, mindfulness, and all these things. If you're fed up and if you're really tired of this, let it fuel you to hold yourself accountable for the things that you need to be doing to get better. So it doesn't have to be all bad. I hope this made sense for some of you. It's not something that I talk a lot about. I have a few times I've touched on it. Like I said, it's definitely in my course. And I know I mentioned it to people that I talk to on the phone about how they can use this as well. But, you know, this is something that was really, really cool and powerful for me, just learning how to harness it. Remember, it's not all about just not being afraid. It's about showing up, being a leader for your subconscious to guide it out of the darkness and the fear by being brave and courageous, showing that leadership. And yeah, frustration and getting fed up with this thing and getting tired of it, you know, pushing you around, it can motivate you to take the step in the right direction. As long as you put action with it, I'm okay with it. As long as you put action with it and you're not projecting it onto other people. Use it and project it at the right thing, that bully that's pushing you around. But I hope you enjoyed this. Guys, if you want more help, check out my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp. I'm going to put that down below in the description and the first pin comment. You know, I mentioned having the module talking about harnessing, you know, anger and how you can use that. That's just one of close to 100 videos on there that are going to help take you step by step through what I did. There's going to be other tools, routines, affirmations, diet cheat sheet. My ebook is in there. Guys, there's tons of journal entry that you can start using. Challenge and evaluate your negative thoughts template. There's a lot of cool downloadables too that are going to help you along the way. So if you want a program to help you that you can use every single day while you're trying to get back to work or you're trying to get into your recovery process, that's going to have you covered. It's going to be great. I'm going to put a code down below also to help you guys who haven't been able to get into it to save a little bit of money. Use anxiety recovery, just one word. You can save $20 today. So hopefully that can help some of you make that decision to get started and to work a program that's going to help you out. My coaching information is also down below if you're interested in doing one-on-one coaching calls with me. And I will have a video out later today. So check out my channel later on today for a longer video later this afternoon, probably. But I love you guys. Until next time, keep fighting.